Let's figure out how far the pitcher's mound is from first base. Let's read this question together. On a Little League baseball field, the pitcher stands 46 feet from home plate. There are 60 feet between each base, and if the lines between the bases form a square, how far is the pitcher from first base? You might be thinking, well, how does this involve triangles? Well, remember, you can cut a square into different triangles. We're going to do that in this problem. So, given all this information, let's go ahead and draw our picture. So here we have our picture. From home plate to first is 60 feet. From first to second is 60. 60 here, 60 here. However, we really only need to draw one triangle here. Now, it said the pitcher's mound is 46 feet from home plate, so it might not be technically in the center of this square. So I drew a little bit down below. I remember when I played Little League, it seemed like the pitcher's mound was a little bit closer to home plate. So it's 56 feet from home plate. We want to figure out how far the pitcher stands from first base. So we want to figure out this orange line right here, which I've labeled A. Now, the question remains, again, can this problem be solved? Well, notice that if we draw a line from second plate to home plate, this line will cut this angle in half, meaning this will be 45 degrees. We know that this side length is 46 feet from pitcher to home plate. We know this is 60 feet from home plate to first base. Now, we don't know if this is a right triangle or not, right? Because if this was in the center, it would be, but it's probably not. But that's okay. We have three pieces of information. We have side angle side. Okay. Remember, that can be solved, and if you remember right, that will be the law of cosines for side angle side. And because of that, we can solve the triangle, and we want to figure out A. Notice this is opposite this angle, which we will call big A. And then I went ahead and labeled this one little b and little c for 60, little b 46. It won't really matter too much for this problem, but anyways, that's what we're going to label them. Actually, yes, it will matter. I'm sorry. For law of cosines, you do want to label the other side little b and the other side little c. You certainly don't want to label it A, right? Because A is what you're trying to solve for. Okay, so I normally label the smaller side little b and the bigger side little c. All right, that's what we know. Big A is 45, little b is 46, little c is 60. We will be using the law of sines. Step 3 is to determine which law to use. We'll be using the law of cosines since it's side angle side. All right, step 4, we're going to solve using that law. So in this case, law of cosines, last example, law of sines. Here's your law of cosines. A equals the square root of b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine of A. Notice even if we had swapped b and c, it wouldn't have mattered. It still would have came out to the same thing. So we're going to plug in everything we know. 46 for b, 60 for c, back to 46 for b and 60 for c, and then 45 for A. Plug all that into the calculator, and we get 42.577. By the way, do not forget to ensure that your calculator is in degrees when plugging this in, because this is 45 degrees. So we get 42.577. We want to answer in layman's terms. That means that the picture is 42 feet times 12, whatever that decimal was we got. So 42 feet 7 inches once we multiply that decimal, because there's 12 inches in a foot. So the picture is 42 feet and 7 inches from first base, and that's going to be our verbal answer for step 6. Answer verbally. On a Little League baseball diamond, the pitcher is approximately 42 feet 7 inches away from first base. Going back to our picture, that means that this is 42 feet 7 inches. Now, how is this applicable? How does it relate? Well, just imagine this. If you're a pitcher, it might be helpful to know how far away you are, depending on what kind of arm you have and that kind of thing. It could also tell you that, give you an idea, well, the pitcher is also this far from third base, so it would be even that further from third to first. So in the real world, it's helpful to know the measurements of things, particularly in sports. All right, that's it for this lesson and finding the distance from the pitcher's mound to the first base. If you have any other questions about this example, law of sines or law of cosines, let me know.